Hello, everybody. This is the old man who is playing Minecraft. And I don't know where time goes, really, because I'm going to start playing now, but I recorded like 5 YouTube videos, and it was like 3:30, and then suddenly it wasn't 3:30. Now it's like almost 7 o'clock. And you might think, well, Adam, you recorded a bunch of YouTube videos, so I need more light because I can't see my keyboard. You recorded a bunch of YouTube videos, so that's why. How does that look in the camera? Yeah, looks good. So that's why me recording a YouTube video takes maybe like 10, 15 minutes, depending on the topic. So I need to continue. Ooh, whoa. Need to continue building the pyramid. I will eventually finish the pyramid, but yeah, so yesterday on the stream there was weird noises, and it kind of sounded like an ice cream truck, and it was people going like, warning, warning, we are going to turn off your water in the neighborhood. And they gave a warning, and in like 5 minutes all of the water was turned off. So that's like weird. Why not give us a bit more time? Am I out of rocks? I guess not. Yeah, give us more time to prepare. And I don't know. Generally, the area where I live, they say that the water is really good. And I'm going to check for stones and get enough stones, and then I will check the chat. Yeah, anyway, they say that the water is really good. But when they turn on the water, and this is not just this time, but every time they turn on the water, it comes out brown first, and then you have to let it run for a while. I mean, every time they turn on the water after they have stopped the water, it comes out brown. So I'm not sure if it's actually as good as they say it is. One moment. Okay, I'm going to go to the pyramid, but I need to find the door first. There's the door. There's the door. It's looking a lot like a pyramid. Okay, I'm going to check the chat. Thank you for joining me. I saw this post on Reddit, and it was basically like people complaining that the person giving them doing the stream gave them a shout out. And I think maybe you can see that on Twitch, but you can't really see it on Restreamio. You can't really see who's watching. So you don't need to worry about that if you're just watching to be relaxed. Do, 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 do. The rain sounds nice. No. Also, this is completely random, but over the past while, I've had maybe not like. Uh, so I used to have the podcast connected to hockey, and I had that podcast for a long time. And because of that podcast, I had like 41 subscribers, and I've had about 15 more recently. And I thought that it was because I had a YouTube video which is viral by my standards, which is like about 500 views, about Joe Rogan and Mark Maron and their beef. And I thought that the new subscribers came from that, but I was quite surprised that, I mean, I didn't remember this, but I should have, that, no, bad music. That two subscribers came from me streaming. So they watched me stream and they were like, yeah, I like that. So they subscribed, which is great. But then the other no subscriber came from that popular video. They came from videos that had like 10 views, 15 views, or whatever. And one came from one of my songs. So I think it just shows you, well, it just shows me that there's like an actual market for different kinds of content. Maybe not market, but you know, it just shows you that you get like really, you try to predict what people will like. And if you do what you like, hopefully, it's my theory that I will have people who are interested in it. No! Gotta get rid of this block. No! Did it again. I'm wasting all my blocks. Yeah, I know if I had a pickaxe, it wouldn't do that, but I don't have any room in my inventory for a pickaxe. You know what I mean? Man or woman. So yeah, maybe after this music plays, I'll play my own music, if no one minds. And I'm mad because my mouse died. Like, well, first of all, both of my mice are from work. and one is with a cord, and I got one that's cordless recently, and I was like, yeah, that's nice. But then it died. So, and I thought that it was a battery thing maybe, but I changed the batteries and it doesn't work. But then maybe I don't have good batteries. I don't know. What if the cow will go in the pyramid? Come, my cow. Be not afraid of the pyramid. This is just a pyramid scheme. I mean, it's literally a pyramid scheme. It's a scheme to build a pyramid. You know, guy, I will murder your llama if he gets in the way of my pyramid building. Just be aware of that. Oh, and somebody's smoking the other. And somebody is smoking. Somebody's smoking. So my window is open because I want some fresh air, and people smoke on that balcony. So I have to open the window here. Okay, going back. I do like the way it looks. Just a section down here with the wall. Looks pretty cool. But I am building a pyramid, so yeah, so if you're interested, I have a few new videos. Today, one is about, generally I have a podcast called Death by Disney where I review Disney movies. So I believe that they were all connected to that. Yes, I had one about the Muppet Treasure Island movie, because that is technically a Disney movie. And then one about Lady and the Tramp. Not the remake, but the original one, which is really good. I mean, the movie is good. I'm not sure about the episode. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't tell you what my feelings are about the movie, and then you can watch the episode. Yeah, so basically it's like a review podcast. I also recorded a Yeah, most of my podcasts are review podcasts. I also recorded a podcast about the movie The Kid from 1921, the Charlie Chaplin movie. But that's not up yet. I think that will be up tomorrow. Also, there's a review of a true crime series called Bad Surgeon. It's got 2 seasons. I think it's on Netflix. And they made a podcast about it also. I think the podcast is a little bit better than the series. Okay. Still one person. So maybe I will play some of my music. Gotta find my channel. I guess I'll on the channel. Oh, it's interesting what it recommends to me on my channel. uh, Basically, it's my son's podcast and I together. Oh, there's no new music. I forgot. Oh, no, there is. Updated today. Okay, I'll play this one. This is a new release today. But there's be an ad first, of course. It's a long ad. Unskippable ad. Oh, there's another one. Also unskippable. Come on. Mm-mm-mm. They gotta be quick because maybe there'll be another song playing. We can't have that. Yeah. Okay. That's my new single called Sunflower. It's out today, so check that out. Um, and here's some random. It's called Thunderstorm on the Highway. Ah, check if there's anyone here in the chat. No, no one in the chat, but one loyal listener or watcher, viewer. I wonder if it's going to be an ad now. Feeling there's going to be an ad when the music stopped. Do. I'll check the chat after I finish these blocks. I'm really quiet today. Sorry about that. Okay, this is a has a bad word in it, so be prepared. I don't condone that language, it's just wrong. I mean, that particular word, I don't very much. There's no equivalent. I wonder what's gonna recommend. No, no, I would love that. I would love to play that next. Oh, but I can't. It's The Right Time by Ray Charles. Oh, such a shame. Imagine just being able to like stream you playing Minecraft and playing music. I really have to check because I always say this that I will check because on Twitch they have some feature that you can listen to music. So I need to see if they have any good music to listen to. Ooh, I can see a dolphin. I saw this meme about how there are no sharks in Minecraft, but there are dolphins. And basically, it was comparing the moral character of sharks and dolphins. And it was like, sharks enjoy being petted, sharks never attack people for reasons other than hunger, sharks never do bad things to other animals or objects. I don't really want to elaborate on that, but if you know anything about dolphins, they're not actually uh, as cute as people say they are, at least in terms of their behavior. Okay, that's the next level. I feel like I'm getting close to the end of building this pyramid, but honestly, I think I'm going to run out of blocks first before finishing the pyramid. Which is weird because I built the whole castle. Gotta get rid of this block. Do. Yes, I still don't know what's going to happen with my career. Because apparently by the end of next week, we should know something. Like, maybe there should be at least be a decision, right? So it's really, really strange. And as I said, I'm not worried about my job because I will have a job, but I'm worried about my position because I'm not sure that I'll have this position or not. And there are business reasons for that, which kind of makes sense. But I don't know. I kind of feel like I've done a lot in this position, but I don't think that it's not like I'm irreplaceable. And I don't think you should ever strive to be irreplaceable at work because one, eventually you're going to leave and you need to be replaced. That's one thing. But the other thing is that I didn't really have a point because eventually you are going to leave. And I think the fact that people can take over from your job, from you in your job, is actually a mark that you've done it well, that you set up processes that work well. So I'm kind of worried about that as well, because I did sort of create one thing, one process that's used. And even though everything is written down, every time I go on vacation, people don't understand it. So I think if I am not going to be around, that might be a bit difficult. Yeah, so I'm a little bit worried about that. And also, it's really strange. Like, I really don't like this. Like, when I was younger, I would have railed against the injustice of what I'm about to say. Although it makes sense. It makes perfect sense why people do it. But I was talking to my supervisor yesterday because I was in the office. And I was talking to him, and he had some feedback for me about one thing that happened. And generally, what he says is pretty useful, I would say, but the actual, because if we don't do anything, then there isn't any point for us to be there. And I think he wants us to be as minimally involved in some processes as possible. And I said something like, well, thank you for the feedback. I hope that I'm able to have more chances to do better in the future. And he's like, Adam. And I'm like, don't talk like that, basically. And I said, look, you told me that you wouldn't be surprised if I asked you about it. So, think about my position here. I know it, because the reason I understand that is that there's no point in dwelling over things you can't control, because you can control a lot about how you react to things in your life, but ultimately people will make decisions that, you know, that you don't have any influence on, especially at work. So I understand not dwelling at that, on that, but on the other hand, we were told at the beginning of the summer about this, and that we were also told that in August we would know the more details. And he did say that by the end of August we would know something. So it's the end of August now. It's almost the end of August. Next week, I guess, is the end of August. So I don't like sitting there and pretending like, yeah, this project that I am definitely 100% going to be involved in after next week, I really care about. I mean, I do care about it, but you're more motivated when you know exactly what's going to happen, obviously. And even if I knew that, okay, I'm only going to be here until November, then we can make plans. I mean, in this position until November. And I shouldn't be worried about this because it is really cyclical in terms of my job, but there isn't actually a lot of demand right now for my previous position. There's no backlog connected to it. And if there was a backlog, then me being there would make more sense. But I don't know. We'll see. Let's check the chat. If anyone's here, chat. No, one person. So I am kind of worried about that. But I was good at my previous position. I think that I'm good at this position too. But from an economic point of view, from a business point of view, I think it could be done. Because basically we know, I mean, we don't know anything for certain, but we know that one person from our team is probably going to be let go because that's what they said. That's what they announced. And then the details would be known more next week. So one, possibly more people. But it's weird too because it's all about like efficiencies and connected to the tariffs that Trump had because, you know, this economic uncertainty, people thought that the company would lose money, but actually it didn't lose any money. It just, and for the, it's kind of hard for people to understand because, um, you know, people follow the information about like the public information that's told by the company themselves, and they're like, yeah, we had such a successful quarter, and you know, despite this. But the fact is that if the corporation doesn't make as much money as expected, then there will be cost cutting measures. And because my position in the team is so if they have decided that this is the team that you can cut costs on, and it makes sense that it would be because it's a team that supports other teams, and those other teams are, well, in my case, we supported a team that you can't do. The business can't function without the thing that we do. Legally, it cannot function without it. So that's not going anywhere. Um, but it's hard to justify um, my position. And it's not even my position. It's like a position of somebody who is on pregnancy leave and she can't defend it, right? Because she's not here. And the company can be like, well, you don't have a position anymore. So, whoops. I mean, they would need to find something for her. So, but I am unsure if the position we have, and that's the thing too, is there's like, I don't know, I can't really say much more because I don't want to dox myself, but it is sort of a multi person team, and there is not necessarily a need for the number of people that are in this team to do the work. It can be done by less people, and that's a fact. But you can say that about other jobs too, and it's surprising for me because the wait a minute. No. Yes, it should be like that. Okay. Okay, there should be one down. Yes, it's one down. Okay. Um, forgot how to build a pyramid for a moment there. Um, yeah, that's kind of like, I would say most office jobs, you don't have 8 hours of work, and you don't have 8 hours of work with the break. Um, so if you want to get to 8 hours of work, you either have to make work for yourself, or, you know, be busy with a lot of meetings all the time, which is certainly a strategy that people do. And usually I go for the make work for myself, but as I said, I'm not as motivated as I once was. And I'm sure whatever happens, I'll be more motivated. In the coming weeks. I think I did 3 levels today. The levels are getting easier to do because they're smaller. Ooh, I got a bot comment. All right, I'm going to go see. First, I'm going to see what my pyramid looks like from different angles. Huzzah! It's impressive. I think I should have done like maybe 2 blocks high for one level rather than 1 block. Because, yeah, it just looks like a pedestrian sort of normal. It looks like a decorative pyramid rather than a monumental pyramid. I think that's like a baby practice pyramid. Okay. That's where all the rocks are. Okay. Still a lot of rocks. All right. I've been playing under an hour, but my shoulder hurts because I'm an old man. But yeah, please subscribe, like. I try to stream every day for a bit, probably not long enough. And it's raining. It's raining again. How lovely. All right. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye. Oh, what